The Ego Remote Caravan Mover system gives you total freedom. Freedom to move and position your caravan effortlessly and with pinpoint accuracy. When you've got to get the caravan up that sloping or uneven driveway, Ego makes it easy. When you need to park the caravan with very little room for error, Ego makes it easy. And when you need to hitch up with no one else to help, Ego makes it easy. But what sets the Ego apart from other caravan movers is the flexibility it offers. The concept is simple. The Ego system is modular, which means you don't need to change your mover when you change your caravan. And if you go from a single to a twin-axle caravan, you just add to your existing Ego system and away you go. No need for a costly replacement mover, just upgrade. The modular approach also applies to other features. The Ego's method for roller engagement is easy enough, but if you want a totally automatic system, the answer is now available. The automatic electric engagement kit is simple to use and fits easily to the standard Ego system. It comprises of an electric motor that bolts to the existing mover crossbar and drives the cross-actuation assembly to engage and disengage the mover rollers. It's switch operated and uses a small control unit that automatically stops the motor when the rollers are fully engaged. The Ego Automatic Electric Engagement Kit comes with all the components you will need for a DIY fit and step-by-step installation instructions. Ideally, fitting should be carried out in warm, dry conditions and, if possible, it is a good idea to have some assistance. The caravan should be positioned on a hard level surface. A lifting ramp or an assembly pit is ideal, but if you're working on a hard standing area, it's a good idea to angle the front end up as high as possible. On single-axle caravans, this can be done by lowering the front corner steadies as far as possible until the rear of the caravan is nearly touching the ground and sliding in axle stands under the chassis in front of the wheels for additional support. Before you begin installation, unpack all the components and check them against the package contents list in the user manual. If you are upgrading your mover system, you will need to disconnect the cross-actuation bar from the Ego mover assembly. Once you have done this, locate the motor and bracket assembly onto the middle section of the main crossbar in a position that is away from any obstructions, such as pipes, fence, or the handbrake mechanism. The usual location will be just off-center. When you're happy with the location, the bracket should be fixed to the crossbar and the bolts tightened using a torque wrench. You will need to reuse the original cross-actuation bar, which should be cut down and fitted to the drive spindles of the engagement motor. Measure the distances between the inside edge of the motor unit to the corresponding square spindle on the engagement motor unit on both sides. This will give an indication of where to cut the bar. The cross-actuation bar assembly will still operate as before, so that it provides telescopic width movement, so there is a margin for adjustment. Once you're satisfied with your measurements, proceed with cutting the center bar. You will need to drill a 5mm bolt hole into the end of each center section bar, which will correspond with the holes on the square motor spindles. Use a metal template provided to mark the holes in from the end of each cut bar. Position the template against the end of each bar. You can either mark the hole, remove the template, and drill or secure the template in place using some form of clamp. Once the holes have been drilled on both sections of the center bar, they can be secured into place using the supplied nuts and bolts provided. Now that you have fitted the mechanical components, you just need to fit the switch, the control box, and electrical wiring to complete the installation. Now you can enjoy really effortless caravanning.